The weekend might be over, but we can sneak a bit of the fun and craziness with a little drink this evening, either alone or with your loved ones, as we celebrate National Cocktail Day. Don't lose focus at all.
I love it. Let us also honor the relentless human spirit in the face of a formidable adversary, a disease that has shaped history and medical progress as we commemorate World Tuberculosis Day.
Stand at attention, at ease. Flex your muscles, guys. Loosen up your body by checking out the fear and stress of the week. Let ESPLASH make you feel better, okay?
Yeah, we welcome you to the Monday edition of the #1 lunch hour show in Nigeria as we communicate via our socials on Instagram at TVC Entertainment _ on Facebook at TVC Entertainment and on X at TVC Connect.
Do not forget to connect with us also on our IG fan page at ESPLASH_TVC while also being a part of the show by streaming live on our website, www.tvcentertainment.tv. All right, that being said, you know my name. My name is Catherine. You know me as Lady Cat, her real hotness. Queen Cat, her real hotness. Kit Kat the person, another chocolate baby, because chocolate and caramel, ooh wee. Kitty Kata, Kate of the Kate Cruise, baby. Ooh.
Right, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It is the jewel in the crown. It's the hostess with the mostest. It is Honey Money. It is Honey Flames. Perhaps the reason I'm wearing red today. Okay, let's do the show. All right, so the entertainment news started. Naira Marley denies threatening and assaulting Mohbad. Nigerian artist Naira Marley has testified before a magistrate court sitting in Ikorodu in the ongoing coroner's inquest seeking to discover the root cause of Mohbad's death. Appearing virtually before Magistrate Adedayo Shotobi, Naira Marley stated that Mohbad was signed to his record label, Malian Records, under a contract to produce 4 albums. However, the albums were never completed due to persistent disagreements between the late singer and his manager, Okwere Babatunde. Naira Marley said, "I signed Mohbad to my label in 2019 and he left in September 2022. We never had any fight or argument. The only issue he had was with Tunde, his manager. Their fight started from a group chat, which I still have the evidence with me. I tried to settle their differences, but it got out of hand, and to the extent that they got physical. I even gave Mohbad the option of changing his manager if that would make him happy. When they got physical, I didn't report to the police because it was Mohbad that employed Tunde." Naira Marley denied allegations that he threatened or molested Mohbad, citing a police report that exonerated him, while further dismissing accusations of harassment, stating that they existed only in people's imaginations.
When questioned about a viral video in which Mohbad stated that Naira Marley and the Malian crew should be held responsible if anything happened to him, he claimed the late singer and his parents later apologized, attributing the video to Mohbad being under the influence of drugs. "There were no disputes or disagreements between me and Mohbad," Naira Marley said, adding that he had no involvement in the singer's death. He asserted that he had not seen Mohbad for over a year before his passing and was not even in the country when he died. A second witness, the lawyer to the late Mohbad, Oluwasomi Falade, faulted Naira Marley for saying there was no dispute between him and the late Mohbad. The lawyer confirmed to the coroner that there was indeed a dispute between Malian Records and his client over the payment of royalties. The lawyer said at Mohbad's insistence, he wrote several times to Malian Records over the issue but never got any response. He, however, said the issue has since become a subject of litigation before the Federal High Court. Falade also recounted an attack on Mohbad at Lekki Beach, allegedly orchestrated by music promoter Sam Larry. He stated that he had advised Mohbad to report the incident to law enforcement, and despite 2 failed attempts, police at Force headquarters had to arrest Sam Larry. After listening to the testimonies, Magistrate Shotobi summoned Sam Larry to testify before the coroner's court to the next adjourned date. The coroner also directed parties in the inquest to confirm the address of late Mohbad's driver, so witness summons can also be sent to him to appear before the coroner to testify. The coroner further directed the pathologist who conducted an independent autopsy on the late Mohbad to forward a copy of his findings to the coroner's court, and the same should also be forwarded to the chief coroner before the next adjourned date. The coroner then adjourned to April 11 to take the testimony of Sam Larry.
This case is still ongoing.
Yep.
And I know that a lot of Mohbad's fans are actually still waiting for what the court would have to say at the end of the day, because people are putting a lot of emotions. And in the court of law, we say it all the time here that emotions don't actually hold anything. It is evidence at the end of the day. And then again, somebody said something and I had to think about it. If you don't have facts, you're just a spectator, you're just somebody, you are the layman, you're just out there, you just heard about the story. And you don't have the facts and you don't know anything, it is very dangerous to quickly run into conclusions and all of that. I understand that some people cancelled Naira Marley already, and even his new song that came out, some people did not want anybody to, in fact, they called Ira Star out because they were like, what are you doing moving to that particular music and all that, So, yeah. I know. We will just wait on the court to just give the final verdict, because it's such a sensitive case. It is. And it is very messy at this point. It's not been buried. His family members are always saying stuff, and people don't even know who to take sides with, if that is even right on its own, and all of those.
I remember the last time we even reported it, we spoke about the fact that Naira Marley was discharged and acquitted, and that they said now the nurse and his friend were going to face the court to tell their side of the story, because they need to know what the nurse injected him with, because they claim that he might have reacted to something that he was given. And
the nurse actually gave her own part of the story.
So now Sam Larry is going back. It's a lot that's happening. Like I said, like you said, I feel like we're just going to keep our fingers crossed to see where this goes. Because so many things are happening, crazy things are happening, but we just hope at the end of the day we can still get justice for Mohbad, which is actually the focus of all of this.
It's still the entertainment news right here on ESPLASH, and we continue with this one. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome calls out the music industry. Still on the ongoing conversation involving the church and its singers, the president of Love World Incorporated, popularly known as Christ Embassy, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, has come out to state that the music industry is always taking advantage of the church. In a clip of him preaching, the pastor claimed that the church nurtures talented singers who use the religious institution to hone their skills and access opportunities before abandoning it in search of success in secular music. In probably the last 50 years, no one has cheated the church like the music industry. What most of them has ever done is to use the church, Pastor Chris said. He added that many secular musicians started from the church, where they sang in the choir before leaving the fold to join the music industry, where he claims that they are exposed to the satanic ideas. Always, they are looking for how to use the church to make money, how to leverage the opportunities for financial reasons. Once they started going out, they collect the same evil spirits and return to start luring out others. Pastor Chris further advised churches to not allow talented musicians to take advantage of the church. Instead, they should join other aspects of the church to prove their stewardship. He said, I say, pastors, don't give this important aspect of the ministry to those whose only desire is to advantage of the church. Let them be in the cell ministries. Let them participate. Just so you know, Pastor Chris's Christ Embassy has played a fundamental role in the success of several gospel artists such as Sinach, Frank Edwards, Joe Praise, Eben Jadiel, Adaihi, Buchi, amongst others. His comment is also coming amidst conversations around the relationship of gospel artists with the church.
Yeah, this has been a conversation for a long time, especially since Mercy Chinwo and her manager's lawsuit came out. It broke and became viral. A lot of people have had a lot of things to say. Some people are like, this is the body of Christ. You guys started from the church. You are supposed to be taking the word of God and taking it around instead of fighting over money. And we have seen a lot of people give their views, people who are stakeholders in gospel music, even artists. Was it not, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, we saw someone come out to talk about the fact that he also started from Christ Embassy, and he spoke about the fact that the church actually supports people, helps them, builds them, and helps them to become who they are right now. But a lot of people came saying you shouldn't have called the church and all of that. And now the lead pastor has given his 2 cents. And I saw people saying, well, he shouldn't say that, but that is his own 2 cents. And that is how he feels, because he has been through that process. He has helped a lot of people. And there are people who have come out to give their testimony that, yes, he made them who they are today. So if that is what he wants to do, then that is fine. Other people can do whatever they want to.
This is super interesting. I totally agree that it is his own opinion that he has given on that one, and people are so divided. People have different opinions about this. And the last time we talked about this on this platform, I actually said that since everybody is a Christian, or so to speak, I mean, everybody considered in the kingdom of God is a Christian, and God can speak to us individually.
Yes.
I would say it again. As we go to church and we listen to the sermon and we go back home to read our Bible to be sure that we are right on track, I think that people should communicate with God and know what God wants them to do at the end of the day. And well, if they derail from that, they are answerable to God in the, in the end. Because I'm like, how do we even solve this situation? I am thinking that perhaps it's a personal conviction. Is going to be something of like, it's a personal conviction. If you hear from God that this is the way you should go, then you should obey God and go that way. Yep. And God is not a God of confusion. And again, I would say that, especially when he said that, maybe I didn't get that part very well, where he said that, they should actually serve in other cells.
Yes.
And I'm like, what if they can sing? Would that not be depriving somebody of the gifts or the talent that they already have? So that because some people have gone astray
and
or
have
misused the opportunity
exactly.
or something of that sort, so that at the end of the day, we will not still be offending God, because
it gives you talent and then you don't use it.
God is super interesting.
At the end of the day, I just feel what matters most is your relationship, your personal relationship with God. Because there are a lot of people who out there, you feel they are the best. You don't know what they do behind closed doors. Everyone has skeletons in their cupboard, either good or bad. But at the end of the day, just do you, focus on your relationship with God, and do what works for you, okay? Okay, still on the entertainment news, guys. Jay-Z, Beyonce contemplating legal action against Kanye West. American power couple Jay-Z and Beyonce are reportedly considering a legal action against Kanye West following the controversial rapper's disturbing social media remarks about their children. Just so you know, on March the 18th, 2025, Kanye West took to X in his usual manner, ranting about subject matters on his mind. One of the things he posted was about Beyonce and Jay-Z's twin children, Rumi and Sir Carter. He wrote, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice." However, despite the offensive tweet being deleted, a source exclusively told Page 6 that the couple will absolutely not stand for it after Kanye spoke about their children in such a vulgar and offensive manner. Although Kanye has removed the post, he clarified that he didn't take it down to be a good person. "I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being cancelled," he wrote on X. A source also told Page 6 that Kanye's ex-wife Kim Kardashian is appalled by the post and that he would use that kind of language about anybody, let alone when it comes to children. Kim has had enough and she's done trying to be reasonable with Kanye when it comes to communication, the insider added. They went on to note that the reality star felt no matter what feud Kanye has going on with Jay-Z and Beyonce, kids are off limits, and his tweet was shocking and offensive. Jay-Z and Beyonce have been highly private about their twins since their birth. Meanwhile, their eldest daughter, Blue Ivy, has frequently been in the limelight since her birth in 2012. In fact, the twins have never joined either parent together at award shows or red carpet events since they were born in June 2017.
What if they are? Whose business?
Exactly.
Why would you say something like that? And
Yay.
his children are off limits. Why would you say something like that? So we talked about it, and I'm like, nobody should even pay attention to Kanye West.
Exactly.
Even I said that they should even take anything he says with a pinch of salt, because trying to do anything to him, because I think he's not even mentally stable. He's not even mentally stable. So why would you be wasting your energy on somebody like? And that should not be encouraged, because yeah, if they have to sue him, it will make them feel better. Why not? Why not? Because why would you just not care about people you feel like because you have bipolar, which you know? Because I don't know how that happens. I don't know how it happens, as I said, because in my head I'm trying to think. But he said something before even this particular one.
Yeah.
He said he behaves in some type of manner, and that, people will have to see.
Condone,
if
right?
you know that you have, don't force me to use the word I don't want to use. If you know that something is wrong with you, check into, if you were in Nigeria, I'll say Yaba left. Like just check into a facility already. Because at this point, I am thinking perhaps he needs guardianship, because he's no more behaving as if he's normal. He's behaving as if somebody has to look after him. They have to be in control of whatever thing he says or he tweets or all of this, because you are getting on people, you're stepping on people's toes. And I am so scared for Kanye. I hope nothing bad happens to him, because I am not sure that these people that he's been saying stuff about, especially Jay-Z and Beyonce, will just sit back and not do anything about it.
They
what if somebody attacks him? What if something happens to him?
Yep.
Like you don't even know where it's coming from, just because somebody is not happy with you because of what you've said about them. And this is not that somebody said something that you said, like they reported like a third person saying. You said it and they heard. And I'm like, why do you behave like this? A full-grown adult, and you are.
I've seen a lot of comments, people saying now they see why Kim Kardashian had to leave for her sanity and for the well-being of her kids. Because the last time he went on his anti-Semitic rant, a lot of people were saying, we know where your kids live, we know where your wife is, we're going to this and that, and they were threatening even to his kids.
It might not even be Jay-Z or Beyonce.
Yeah.
These people, they have fans. No, they even have fans.
Exactly.
And their fans take laws into their hands.
Yes.
You get? So I don't even know why he's doing this. And it's just so messy. The other day too, we're talking about how he said that 50 Cent is one of his favorite people. And you know that 50 Cent has a documentary on, of Diddy. And then Diddy, you're saying you're in support of Diddy. And you allowed your... Oh God, I'm just tired. Like, I am not going to waste my energy on Kanye West. Kanye West, whatever happens to you from here on, I don't know. You deserve it.
No, I see why Kim has been quiet.
Yeah. You deserve it. Please, just shift. All right, that's all we can take on entertainment news. We'll be back with Social View after this time out.
All right, people, it's that time of the day when we come through with some amusement, as we will be looking at some hilarious moments from the social media space. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Social View. Shmani, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. First up, so he's talking about relationship wahala again. He said nobody's busier than a lady that's not interested in you. She'll be like, boy, call me back. I'm counting my stretch marks. Wow.
So I always say that, and that is the truth. You say when people tell you that they are busy all the time, they just don't have your interest at heart. No matter how busy you are, if you love somebody or you care about them a bit, you will still squeeze out some, no matter how busy you are. So when you get that, it's a red flag. Just know that you're not wanted around that person. And I don't think that there should be a fuss around it. Just make your way out.
I even had a conversation with a guy yesterday, and I was asking him, I'm like, why is it that it's gender? When they meet you and they start talking to you, they are very available.
They are
but the
hunters
moment they notice that you begin to like them or you don't like them, small,
they are hunters.
they are busy.
Yeah.
They are busy. That's
and
their
that is
work.
why some people play games in relationships,
Exactly.
which I don't understand.
Ha.
I mean, let me know that you like me, and I will show you that I like you.
Thank
and
you.
let us just be sane and be moving like that.
So
but
people need to understand that the energy you use to begin, use it till the end. Don't start like this and then start coming down like light that is not staying. Please, don't be like that. All right, moving on. Aroloye Lambo says, I won't come measure for my small senator material. You carry iPad and Apple Pencil. Tech bro, calm down. Now 5K I get to.
I lie. It's
Hey.
500K they are going to bill you.
This
Especially with all those gadgets that they brought. I am telling you.
It's what you call TT, Tech Bro Taylor. Hey.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
TBT, Tech Bro
I'm
Taylor,
telling
because
you.
he's a tech bro and he's still a tailor. If you know you cannot afford him, go to Abele Taylor that you collect your 5K. But is your senator gonna look like a senator or a bookie? That is the question now. All right, moving on. Sonyeri is happy. This is at _Itarex who says, finish school first, then you sleep all you want. They lied to us. Devin responds saying, they no lie, oh, now you they search job. Oh.
So this brings to mind one of my roommates in year 3. Oh my gosh. Hey, Laomi, if Laomi is watching right now, or anybody who knows her. This girl, she was in geology, and then she would, I don't know what I think this was a mantra. So if she sleeps a bit, because she's always going to read and all of those. So if she sleeps a bit, the sleep that she deserves to rest. Laomi, you just wake up, hey, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arm. I think that was a mantra. I'm like, kilo.
Please, let's move on. No, miss, not a little sleep, a little slumber. My own is beauty sleep, yo. Okay, Akim had something to say, and he's talking about boarding school and African moms. It says boarding school would tell you, we don't allow food on visitation days, but African moms, we bring rice and stew and chicken in shoe polish container. And Jess now responds saying, it's just your mom, please. Ha!
Shoe polish container.
Shoe polish container.
I don't get
poisoning.
It's only your mom, you.
Ha! Please, let's just move on from this because it's already looking like food poisoning something. This is too much now. This is too much exaggeration. Why not say they will put it inside the provisions? I beg. Queen Borna has something to say as told by Amaka says, why do Nigerian parents have zero respect for your sleep, rest, and your peace of mind? Small thing. They have called you. I'm tired. Chuka now responds saying, great books on this. Move out by They Don't See You Finish. Old enough by Go and Find Husband. I love it. What say you?
Well, that's how it is, always.
Move out by They Don't See You Finish and Old enough by Go and Find Husband. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, forget about it. On that note, we've come to the end of Socialville, and we hope you were entertained, guys. Truth Syndrome Monday is up next. In case you missed the question earlier, we asked, what's one Nigerian phrase or slang that instantly annoys you? We'll be back.
All right, it is time for Truth Syndrome Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are asking, what's one Nigerian phrase or slang that instantly annoys you?
For me, it's we listen, we don't judge. Because the moment I hear we listen, we don't judge, hey, there's about to be some gbasgbos. Because when the trend of that slang started, it came out as, okay, we're not judging. Just tell us your worries, tell us what's on your mind. But before we knew it, it fast became, okay, I have you in mind. Let me use that one to tell you. And if you watch over the few weeks that it trended for, you see people, you think it was an attack on the other person. So it was beginning to look like an attack, and it was supposed to be more like a confessional and saying that we don't judge. So that thing annoys me.
Okay.
Annoys me.
For me, I think it will be like a slang. What's the meaning of pokrikbo?
See,
Pokrikbo. I don't even know how to say pokrikbo. Please, help me to understand. What is pokrikbo? Like, do you know the meaning of pokrikbo?
If you ask me now, who I go ask? Oh,
so that
my
pokrikbo,
sister,
I don't get. I think it irritates me. I don't know. And the people that follow that pastor in the boski, something, and they have everything, I'm like, kilo shele. So a lot of people find it very funny. And I'm like, if it's in the church and then all of these things. So I don't say that, why so serious? I'm just thinking, like, is he like slangs or like some you're chanting stuff, or what exactly? I really want to know. Or is he part of speaking in, like, I don't get it.
That's why when they are giving testimony about the problem, it's always menstrual cycle, not cycle. Because the popular people have scatter everything. They don't even understand what they want to say.
You can help me understand what pokripo means, but I don't understand. And it irritates me, like, what, like, where did we even, how did we even get here? I mean, that's it. That's from me.
We listen, we don't judge.
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
The Nigerian phrase that annoys me the most is "Otun Tizel." Nah, there's nothing saying. There's not. I don't know. I think probably because of the source. I feel like, when these things, it always comes with a lot of unnecessary controversy.
Ochim has started annoying me. Because everything Ochim. Every small thing Ochim.
Kind of like steez. Just like, why?
I think it's steez. This steez doesn't have steez, actually.
The slang that pisses me off.
Snow White.
Ajay.
It's a classic story.
I think it's not more of the word, it's more of like how they say it.
Believing in yourself.
It's when people be like your father, because people, when there's something they just go like your papa, your father. Don't do that with my dad. Don't try it. Don't.
No grief for anybody. I think it's so rash. Because all we do in Nigeria is actually grieve. We grieve for the government, we grieve for everybody. No grief for anybody is such a hypocritical saying, and I think we just need to stop it.
TSM, it's Truth Syndrome Monday.
Alrighty, thank you so much for staying here with us. And of course, it is TSM, Truth Syndrome Monday. It continues, and we're asking, what's one Nigerian phrase or slang that instantly annoys you? I said my own, she said our own. We felt people's poses out there, and they said their own. Somebody said,
Don't.
No. So she was saying another thing, but
Yeah,
when she now
no
said
grief for
don't,
anybody.
I now had to ask her, Shinkpe, that one too, it's annoying me because which one is don't?
It
Are you trying to
annoys
speak
me, oh.
Don't do it. Don't do that to my father. Which one is don't? Kill me, kill us.
Anytime I hear that don't, in my head I'm saying don't provoke me to anger, oh, because I'm like, what
Me,
is
I'm always
that?
just holding myself back because I can just walk
As I
up to
said,
somebody
in my
and
head.
say, please, what? Somebody, instead of saying gloves, let's say
Glove.
glove. I say, kill us.
They are talking about the global coalition.
Is it? Are you talking about clothes?
Honey pot, me, I don't know what you are talking about. I'm just on X to take messages, Sha. Otumba Topi Daniel says, hello, beautiful. Good to have you too. Thank you. Actually, none annoys me, but there are some I can never say, but they are sweet when you hear them from the real users.
That one is...
There is one I'm feeling now. One leg big, guessy.
I don't know. I
I've
think
not heard it
Ganusi is like the Ganus. Yes, like biggest, but I think Ganusi is like the latest one.
The latest one, I mean, that is sweet.
Courtesy K1 the ultimate.
So Atomi Yoji says, my boss, cause who be your boss for a year? Now all of us, they also, you say my boss. I bet you said be my boss. Afan Steven says, in Adi, not talk that thing. I hate, I forgot that one. In Adi, Tito, you know, TTYL. Talk to you later.
Do you know that even if you are wishing me a happy birthday in advance and you go and put in Adi,
I'll not respond though. In Adi,
I no go answer.
Is it Adeswaya?
Like, how did you arrive here?
Kali Parker says, good day gang. The one Nigerian phrase or slang that instantly annoys me is water. What's that, by the way? Parker Kali, you don't know what water is. It means that you will say shege. You will say scatter. Anybody, you have messages?
Yes, I do have messages on Facebook, and Charity Patrick here says Tor. So I think Tor is like an interjection of something from the northern part of the country. And I think the Yoruba version is To, like To or something, I don't know. But then, Ola Me Beautiful Awolola here says, name and shame. Do they say that we will name and shame?
I've not heard that before.
Okay, I think that's
Maybe
coming
in
with a
some-
lot of
yeah.
guts, like we will name
Yeah.
and shame. Okay, Taiwo Anna V. Jimo here says allegedly. Allegedly is an English word.
Yeah, it's not a slang. And even allegedly, he's already tired
Oh
of
yeah, I
coming to
get
Nigeria.
it. I think I understand. People are now using it. You know that one that, you know, they took that cue from Tu Baba. That Tu Baba said that you people will now later say, you'll be saying what you don't know.
What you don't know.
You'll now be adding allegedly. So people now these days, every time they write in the comment section of those blogs, they will put allegedly. Oh.
So I saw someone put somewhere, said allegedly and luxury will regret coming to Nigeria.
Oh my God. All right, we have Gina Clement who says, Thor, what is the meaning of that? I'll be chatting with you and you tell me, Thor, meaning what? I beg no vex. Okay, Ola Yinka K. Olamide here says, it go better. You don't want to make it better. Like it annoys you. I think I can understand where it's coming from. Like after saying it go better, nothing will now still happen or what.
Yeah.
All right, Oluwa Folakemi Bola Tito says, shame wear me clothes. Thank you.
Hey.
Where's
It's
your
a
hand?
shame wear me clothes.
Just shake me. Thank you so much. This one, let me see whether she even completed it. Okay, said been a while, Lady Cat. Nice seeing you again. All right.
Thank you.
But you see that? Shame wear me clothes.
Ha.
They will now say different. They will now say, they can even say something that is very, very awful afterwards. They now say, shame wear me clothes.
talking about that way you talk,
Drop me for junction, put me for bike, go and scatter me for
Once you hear shame wear me clothes, don't listen to the rest because they're going to be confused.
Yeah. So, and moving on, we've got Dara Bell who says, no be gadus bitches.
Gadus, where you there?
We have, I think a lot of people, I think the one that will win this is the Thor. Another person is saying, you know, MC Delvin B says, or is it Mark Delvin B says, Thor. Kikelomo Ajiboye Oyinlola here says, Happy New Day and week. Thank you so much, but you did not answer our question. Abdullah Kabir Sime says, dividend of democracy. Divine Richard says, it's not that deep.
But it can be deep sometimes, even deeper than deep. Let me tell you.
Thank you so much. Jerry Renuyel here says, school na scam. Who tell you say school na scam?
Who tell you? Ha!
Until you get to wear all the things that you learned in school, you have to apply it. And you are looking like Dundee United. So school na scam. Who tell you? People will be saying school na scam. That one too, it irritates me. How can you be saying that? All right.
So I have Aloma here who says definitely.
Well, he's saying, okay, Jerry is saying that being a while fam, sending love from Joss. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jerry. Aloma says definitely. Omo, any small thing. Omo, wait till happen.
I really don't like that Omo, especially when you're talking to like an adult and then you forget yourself. The way you are talking to like your mom and you just forget yourself and you just go, girl. I saw one. So it was what's the twin? The twin, the one on the real or the real.
Tia.
Tamara is the one.
Yeah.
So she said one day, even as an American, she said one day she was talking to her mom. And so she was gisting her mom and the gist was so sweet.
Girl.
And all of a sudden she just went, girl. She said her mom just looked at her and said, who's your girl?
Like.
No, you don't get. So people will think that maybe they are feeling like, what are you feeling like? I am not your mate.
But it's not her fault. Sometimes the gist can be sweet. You forget who you are talking to. You don't be like, girl, do you know that day, that guy, before you now reset your brain that wait to, it's African parents I'm talking to. Ha. Okay, this one that you are in shock and all of you are still trying to put it together. I'll just say thank you so much for tuning into the show today.
We had a lot that we've not read to, but
yes,
thank you so much for sending in.
we have a lot. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sending your messages. Like, it's a delight to read your messages. We had a fun show and we hope you did have a fun time. Honish Money was on the show and myself, Lady Cat, our Royal Hotness. From me to you, I say goodbye and make it a date at 12 noon tomorrow, okay? ESPLASH continues then, but you can go on social media to continue the conversation. Bye for now, guys.
Terry Akpala to the world.